Well, O.J. Simpson now, no stranger to the spotlight. Even before this strange arrest over the end of last week, he was talking to the media about allegations against him for years. We've certainly seen him here. In fact, about 6 years ago, O.J. Simpson called into this program during this time slot. He was on the phone with us for about 20 minutes. He reflected on the murders of his wife and Ron Goldman, about lie detectors and relatives and motivations. Listen. Do you miss your wife?
Yes, I do.
Do you still hope that whoever murdered her so brutally on the front porch?
I think I'm the only person that's looking. Everybody's as accepted as me.
You know
Not
what,
everybody.
Mr. Simpson?
You
don't sound like someone who's
I can live with that. I don't have any problem with that.
You sound like someone who's mad.
Pardon me? I can't hear.
You sound angry,
I'm angry at you. I wouldn't have called this show other than when I hear you do why I will not do all of these network interviews, because they continually do what you just did. They misstate facts, and then they try to create a scenario to explain that misstated fact.
We can correct.
And you did it as clearly as I've seen it done.
We can correct.
Misstated a fact, then you did some reasoning.
Guess I did. That was Baby Shep. Okay. I remember like it was yesterday, verdict day in the O.J. criminal trial. It was way back in 1995 when the dinosaurs ruled the earth, and there was downtown Los Angeles was still really smoggy, and the crowds gathered out front. Some pro-O.J. types and some I hate O.J. types, and back in the day, listening on handheld radios. It was a mob scene around the courthouse, and I was a cub reporter there, and here's what that day was like.
Jury in an embezzling title action find the defendant Lorenthal James Simpson not guilty.
We're in the middle of Temple Street in front of the criminal courts building seconds after the verdict is announced, and there is chaos in the streets as the celebration has begun here. Chants of justice, free O.J., justice has been served, and at the same time that this pandemonium is broken out in the middle of Temple, there is reaction coming in from the lawyers on the defense side of the case.
First, I want to thank God for this verdict. He always directs our paths, and he's worthy to be praised.
Statement from my father. I'm relieved that this part of the incredible nightmare that occurred on June 12, 1994 is over. My first obligation is to my young children, who will be raised the way that Nicole and I had always planned. My second obligation is to my family and to those friends who never wavered in their support. But when things have settled a bit, I will pursue as my primary goal in life the killer or killers who slaughtered Nicole and Mr. Goldman. They are out there somewhere. Whatever it takes to identify them and bring them in, I'll provide somehow. I can only hope that someday, despite every prejudicial thing that has been said about me publicly, both in and out of the courtroom, people will come to understand and believe that I would not, could not, and did not kill anyone.
You've been asking me, how do I feel? And I tell you, I just feel like standing on top of this table and dancing a jig. And I just thank you guys.
So that is the reaction from an obviously jubilant defense side of this case, which has dragged on for so many months, caused so much division, and now, at least in these streets at this moment, there is celebration. Nice suit, freak show.